Problem name is valid parenthesis. Let's understand the problem. So, a input string is given to us. So I will take a input. Okay. So this opening round bracket is having a closing round bracket. Okay. So it's making a pair. This opening curly bracket is having a closing curly bracket. So it's making a pair. So we will return true here. Okay. Now take another input. If we have input string like this, so this opening round bracket is having a closing round bracket. Okay, so it's making a pair. This opening curly bracket doesn't have closing curly bracket, and this closing square bracket doesn't have opening square bracket. So it's not making a pair. So we will return false from here. Let's take another input. If the input is like that, so we have two opening brackets and it doesn't have its closing brackets. So we will return false. If the input is like that, so it is having two closing brackets, but it doesn't have its opening brackets. So we will return false from here. So let's see how we will solve it. So if we have an input like this, I will create a stack. And whenever I see a opening bracket, I will push it into the stack. So this is also opening bracket. I will push it into the stack. Now I am seeing a closing bracket. So whenever I see a closing bracket, I will peek from the stack. So in the stack, what I am seeing? I am seeing a opening curly bracket, and in the string I am seeing a closing curly bracket. So it's making a pair. So I will pop it. Now I will move to next character. I am seeing a closing bracket, closing round bracket. So whenever I see a closing bracket, I will peek from the stack. In the stack, what I am seeing? I am seeing a opening bracket, opening round bracket. So both are making a pair. So I will pop from the stack. And at the end, when I will check the size of the stack. If it is 0, I will return true. Take another example. If example is like this, again we will do the same drill. Whenever I see a opening bracket, I will push it into the stack. Okay, I will move to next character. Again I am seeing a opening bracket, I will push it into the stack. I will move to next character. Now I am seeing a closing bracket. So whenever I see a closing bracket, I will peek from the stack. So in the stack I am seeing a opening curly bracket, but in the string I am seeing a closing square bracket. So it's not making a pair. So I will pop it. I will not do pop. Whenever I see that it's not making a pair, it's different, straight away I will return false. Straight away I will return false. Okay. Now I will take another example and we'll do the same drill. So whenever we will see opening brackets, we will push it into the stack. I will move to next character. I am seeing a opening bracket, I will push it into the stack. Now at the end, I will check the size of the stack. If it is not 0, we will straight away return false. Now we will take another input. I will do the same drill. So there is no opening brackets, okay, and there is closing bracket. So whenever I see a closing bracket, I do a peek from the stack, but the stack is empty here. So straight away we will return false from here. Let's code it. So I will find the length of the string, int n s dot length. Okay, I will create a stack of character. Stack. I will iterate the string from int I equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. I will keep taking characters. So s dot char at I. Okay. So now whenever I see a opening bracket, I will push it into the stack. So if the character is opening round bracket, or if the character is opening curly bracket, or if a character is opening square bracket, so then I will straight away push it into the stack. Else if the character is closing, if the character is a closing bracket, so then I will check the size of the stack. If it is 0, we will straight away return false, because we have a closing character, we have a closing bracket, and our stack is empty, so we will straight away return false. Else if stack is not empty, we will peek from the stack. So stack dot peek. So if peek is a opening bracket or a opening round bracket, and from the array we are getting a closing round bracket, so we will do the pop. We will straight away do the pop because we got a pair. Else if the peek is opening curly bracket and the character what we are getting from the string is a closing curly bracket, so straight away we will do the pop. Okay. Else if the peek is a opening square bracket, and from the string we are getting character that is closing square bracket, then straight away we will do pop. And if we are not getting a pair, then we will straight away return false. And at the end I will check the size of the stack. If it is 0, then I will return true, else I will return false. So from here it will get return when our input is like this. Okay, and from here it will return when our input will be like this, and from here it will return when our input will be like this, and here our input from here it will return when our input will be like this. So let's run this. So it ran successfully. Now let's submit it. So it got submitted. So what is the time complexity of this code? So here we are doing iteration n times, and n times we are doing either peek, push or pop, and we know the time complexity of peek, push or pop is order of 1. So the time complexity will be order of n only. So the time complexity is order of n only. And what is the space complexity? Since we are using a stack and it can have n elements at max, so the space complexity will be order of n. So I hope you have learned something. Thanks for watching.